This is a prime example of why I want you to get up early. Why I encourage you to carve out time within your morning routine. So it's evening here. It's 5:45. I've just picked up the kids. And if I was a mum who expected myself to be able to do something like managing my health or doing some exercise or, meditating or doing some restorative practice for myself after work, I just know it wouldn't happen. And for the hundreds of mums that I have coached one-on-one, I know that the mums who say that they're going to do things in the afternoon, after work, when the kids are around, really struggle. So I want to talk to you about why I want you to get up early. The one thing that is going to keep you sane as a mother is having time for yourself. If you feel that you're waking up in the morning and you're getting up, you're dealing with the kids, you're getting everyone ready for school or daycare, you're making lunches, you're getting sucked into social media, but you're not doing anything for yourself, there is nothing inspiring about that. And I can understand why women, when they get up and they're just dealing with the kids and they're looking after everybody else, why they feel depleted. They emotionally feel like there's nothing left. They can get pretty frustrated. They can be pretty resentful. And they feel like they have no time to work on themselves. And I can fully see how that can happen because it's demanding. I've got my eldest here showing me slugs. He's obsessed with slugs. So we've got a handful of slugs. So I want to talk you into why you need to wake up early, okay? You need to do it for your sanity so that you are in a great mental space and so that you have energy that lasts the whole day. Finding time to work on yourself is not easy as a mother. And so the most likely place where less people probably want time from you is between like 4:30 and 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know about you, but at 4:30, my kids don't want me, fortunately. So, if I get up at 4:30, I know that I can have time to myself. I can be consistent with the habits that I want to put there. In that morning routine, I want to encourage you to either be getting up, moving your body, working on yourself and doing some personal development, doing something that helps you manage your stress, like a meditation or a gratitude journaling practice, but doing something for your mental and your physical state, something that makes you feel grounded and makes you feel like you're making the most of your days and makes you feel your best. So let me talk to you about my morning routine. And obviously this is something that's evolved over the last 15 years. So it hasn't always been like this. I can assure you, I once upon a time was a woman who couldn't even get out of bed at 7 a.m. I used to set my alarm. I would snooze it and just not get out of bed. And I really struggled. And so I had to put my alarm on the other side of the room so that I would force myself to get out of bed. So I haven't always been a morning person. And I had to stop having social media apps and things like that on my phone in the mornings because I would just lay in bed and I'd start scrolling on Facebook. And I just get sucked into that platform and I waste so much time. And I knew that didn't set me up because I had to start comparing myself with other women and I felt pretty crappy about myself first thing in the morning. My current morning routine now is I wake up at 4:30. I don't get out of bed. I grab a headset and I do a meditation. I might meditate anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. And then once I've done a meditation, I keep my headset in and then I start listening to personal development. So I'm always listening to podcasts or audiobooks, but things that remind me that every day I get to make a choice and I'm in control. Then I will get dressed in my gym clothes. I get dressed straight away in my gym clothes because I know if I had to get dressed in something else that it's probably not going to happen. And then what I do is I move out into the kitchen. I'm going to have a massive glass of lemon juice and some water. Lemon juice is 3 times more hydrating than just water on its own. And a lot of women struggle with brain fog in the morning and they struggle with mental clarity. They just feel like they're really struggling to kind of get going. And a lot of that is because of dehydration. And I will put apple cider vinegar in there as well. And then after that, I'll make a coffee. And then I move out with my lemon juice, my apple cider vinegar, and my coffee. And I move out to my office and I do some gratitude journaling. Or I do some reflection on what it is that I want to achieve that day. So I generally set myself a target of 3 major goals that I want to accomplish, things I need to get through. And sometimes they're health-related goals. Sometimes they're things I want to do with the kids or quality time I spend or events I want to go to. Stop, maybe. But basically, it's just me reflecting on what's working well or not working so well and what I want to change. And just making sure that I'm consciously living from day to day and that I'm achieving those things that I know are going to move the needle, not getting sucked into that keep busy work. Then after my journaling, I go off and I do a workout and then I get home or I finish my workout in the backyard and then I'm ready to deal with the kids by 7 a.m. Make them their smoothies, get them their breakfast, get them sorted and get out of the door by 7:50. And obviously have to have myself ready within that as well. So we have a pretty tight schedule. But the wonderful thing about that is every single day I've had time for myself. I'm in a great mood because I've done personal development. I've done a reflection and I know that I'm living consciously. And I've had time to work on me as an individual, not just as a mother or as a health coach, but as Chelsea. And that really matters to me because I like knowing that I'm meeting my own needs and that I'm actually moving the needle for myself, not just, as a mum or for the family and for everybody else. And of course, as a result of that, I can deal better with the demands of the kids, the demands of the family. Working full time with a FIFO husband or a husband who does shift work means that it's very busy. I've got very little kids. And so, you need to be able to cope with those things, but you have to have strategies that help you cope on a daily basis with those things. So if you're someone who's always pressed the snooze button, just because that's what you used to do, and, someone who wakes up and you go on social media, or you're someone who just wakes up and deals with the kids' needs, you've never done really something for yourself, just know that doesn't have to always be like that. It takes 21 days to change your perception of yourself, which is only 3 weeks of commitment. That's not very long. All you have to do is focus on yourself, pick one habit that you might want to say, okay, I'm just going to get up, I'm going to get up 10 minutes earlier and I'm going to meditate. And that might be your focus for those 21 days. And then what you'll find is as a result of just doing that for 21 days, you'll feel so much better about yourself, be so much more productive in the mornings, but then you can bring another habit, which is what they call habit stacking, where you can focus on the next thing that you want to improve. But 3 weeks of endurance is worth it. 3 weeks of sticking it out and enduring it is worth it, rather than dealing with that for the next 40 years. Dealing with that struggle or that depletion or that frustration that you feel because you don't have time for yourself. So it only takes 21 days, okay? So it's worth the time and it's worth the effort. And so stop saying to yourself that you're going to achieve stuff in the evenings. I know how chaotic and busy it is. And just start saying to yourself that you're going to make time for yourself in the mornings. It's far more likely and more sustainable.